Good morning, YouTube family and friends. I just want to let you know this is day 2 through 5 of my food challenge. I'm already on, I think, close to day 9, I think. And to keep in mind that I am not Rob Greenfield. I'm not doing this 100%. I'm just trying to, my goal is 2 meals a day at 50% of food from my garden, whether it be canned or dried or fresh. So anyhow, God bless. Thanks for watching. Hey, it's day 2 dinner, and this is my waste. Actually, some of it's not waste. This I just couldn't use, so I'm going to save it for another meal. This I broke down and served some biscuits because I just felt like my men folk kind of needed more. I don't know that I'll eat the biscuits. And then I did fry the zucchini, and so I had, a packaging from that. But then the vegetables, that's all that's wasted. I think, yeah, I was going to give some to the animals, but I don't know about these onion peels. So what I might, the best use to do, best way to use this is to probably put it in a bag in the freezer and then make vegetable broth out of it. That's one way you can reuse some of your vegetables. Okay, there's dinner 2, day 2 of my challenge to myself. I will kind of explain this real quick. This is Chinese red noodle bean along with broccoli leaves, and I added some onion and some leftover rice from last night. The biscuit you saw. The salad is Salanova, French breakfast radishes, red marconi. What else was in there? Oh, and the cranberry hibiscus leaf. Then this is the ping tong eggplant. And then I added just a few chunks of imitation crab meat for my meat tonight. And that is my dinner. I would say you could call that 50% from the garden, I think. Seems pretty close. Look, I found a beautiful asparagus spear. I hope it's focusing anyhow, but I'm going to leave that for dinner. It'll probably grow another inch between now and then. Seems to have grown an inch from last night to this morning. So I'm going to grab a leaf of Swiss chard. I think I'll go for a smaller one. Leave the bigger ones for dinner. This is just to go with the okra. Just to add a little variety. And I think I'll take 2 of these. They'll round out my breakfast because really I'm only eating about half or 2/3. As you can see, they have a rot. Sometimes that rot doesn't always go 100% in. But yeah, I'll take the 2 most ripe out of these. So that's my dwarf Cavendish bananas. Okay, so here's my waste. I don't know that I'll do this for the whole 30 days, but it's just kind of making me conscious of how much less waste I've been making. So for my okra packet, there's that. Then the banana peel, which will go to sheep. And then very little with the greens. And then I had 2 extremely hard okra, which will go into some sort of composting or chickens. So then I have my bananas. I have my okra and my Swiss chard. I just cooked that up with a little light butter, and eventually I'll put it in here to top this. This is my grits, but it's topped right now with just corbachi pepper that I saved over the summer. I dried and smoked that. It's super delicious. So I'm going to take myself one step further and try to use more of my own homegrown pepper versus black pepper. And then I have my Roselle tea, and right behind it is the wild honey from Orlando. So I'm not necessarily foraging that from my own yard, but it is local honey, and I don't see myself getting bees at all anytime soon. Oh, and also for spice, I forgot. This is dill from my garden, also that I dried. And that's on here to give it a little bit of flavor. So that's today's day 3's breakfast right there. Morning, it's day 4 of the challenge, and I need to go forage for breakfast. Yeah, it's getting a little harder because I'm running out of okra, and that's my favorite thing to go with breakfast in the morning. So I have to be a little bit more creative today. I may have started my journey just a little bit too soon because I don't have things like tomatoes, and a lot of my beans didn't work. So yeah, I have got to, a lot of them died with a record-breaking heat in October, which is just crazy. So a lot of things that I thought I was going to have in the garden are not in the garden yet. But I'm still going to keep up with the challenge the best I can. I will tell you I've dropped 1.5 pounds already in the 3 days, which is good, which is fine. And last night I had to really break protocol because I had a meeting and they served dinner with the meeting, and it was pretty healthy, but yeah, it wasn't from the garden. So anyhow, okay, let's go pick food. Yes, I hope you can see that. There is a really, I'm telling you, these things grow inches overnight. That's a nice asparagus. And it probably, I said it was going to grow inch from morning to night. It's probably grown 4 inches from yesterday morning to this morning. Wow. Get some okra. Small okra too. Wait, I saw another one. This beautiful Hilton cabbage is calling my name, but I don't think it's done growing yet. And I think I should probably wait a week or two. We got a lot of rain coming this weekend. Also, here's my cabbages right down that center row. Look at this one. It's so gorgeous and forming a head, but I can't pick it yet. It's so tempting. Here's day 4 breakfast. So bananas, okra, my asparagus, roselle, honey, local honey. The spear, the top part, broke off somewhere when I was out foraging, and I noticed 2 things. A, repetition, because you're eating in season, right? So you be prepared if you do anything crazy like this. Repetition cannot be a problem for you because that's kind of what I'm doing. At least now, since I'm only foraging my yard. If I were out foraging like the streets and I felt good, like they weren't doing chemicals, yeah, I might have a lot more variety. But at this point, no. I don't have all my permaculture fruiting right now. So that's rough. The other thing is that it hurts more when you lose this much or this much. Yeah, it starts becoming more personal. I just saw 2 more of my, I guess it was the Brussels sprouts plants with their centers eaten out. Thank you to the rats. So, yeah, it feels a little personal when you're competing for your food. So, and you have better victories too, because I saw the kale had sprouted, so that felt really good. Like, good, other things are coming. Okay, so this is breakfast. There's my waste. I was feeling extra hungry. I'm sorry, I had a moment of weakness. So I am adding in some bread, some carbs. But on top here we have, this is my roselle jam. So I can't wait to eat that. That's actually, my mouth's salivating for that. An egg, I wish from my girls, but they're in molt. I have okra and the asparagus, the dwarf Cavendish bananas. And over here is my triple berry jam that I made. And we have a nice U-Pick up the road. And you can get blueberries, organic blueberries, no chemicals or anything. And blackberries from them, and then strawberries. So that's really nice. And then the grits and my roselle tea or hibiscus tea. So that's going to be my big girl breakfast because I am hungry today. Okay, this is day 4 dinner, and okay, this is the reality. Is Jack brought me home this really wonderful Colombian ropa vieja dinner with fried plantains, and all the beautiful, yummy stuff. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. And but I am having my roselle tea, so just keeping it real. Today was a little bit of a bust. We're going to keep this one pretty simple. It's Saturday morning, which is day 5 for me. Just oatmeal and bananas for now. And we got a real busy day, so I'm getting a real early start, and I'm not real hungry first thing in the morning. So what I'm setting up to do is have chili, because it's really cold out today. So, and the guys are working hard on a new boat barn. So, in here, these are my Chinese red noodle beans. The pinker ones are the slippery silks, and then this is the dark kidney from the store. But at least I have 2 of the 3 beans are from the garden. And I have my own tomato sauce that's coming from April's canning in the garden. I think that was our probably Campari tomatoes, I'm going to guess, or the Sunsets. Hey, this is day 5, and this is my homemade chili, and I made it with Chinese red noodle beans. I made it with slippery silk beans. I used my red Marconi in place of a bell pepper, and I also used some of my pepper spices that I dried and ground this summer, a corbaci. So there it is. I hope that's about 50%. Oh, wait, and the tomato sauce. All the tomato sauce in this is from my garden as well. So that should be about 50% of it homegrown.